His yoke is easy. I'd like to begin on page 103. And soprano, you can sing this high bit right now in either octave. If you're more comfortable up high, great. If not, you can take it down an octave just for rehearsal's sake for right now. Great. And everybody, not too fast, like his yo, his he, about there for now, okay? This is letter D, starting on the and of 2. Here's your tempo. 3 and 4 and 1 and go.
His yoke is easy, his burden is light. His yoke is easy, his burden is light. His yoke is easy.
1, 2.
And his burden.
Subdivide that specifically for the 8th note for everybody, but tenors, be careful not to punch out the E, all right? You hear a lot of performances where the tenors have that one moment, I can sing that note, don't do that, all right? Same thing, one more time. Is letter D. Same tempo for now. 3 and 4 and 1 and go.
His yoke is easy, his burden is light. His yoke is easy, his burden is light. His yoke is easy.
1 and 2.
And his
in your score, if you've got a retard or something marked in there before that, mark it out, erase it, it's gone. Here's the tempo that we'll be using. 1 and 2 and his for 1, 2, 3 and 4 is light. You won't slow up until the 3 and 4 okay? Try it at the performance tempo. His yoke is easy. Letter D. Right. I don't want to. 1 and 2.
His yoke is easy, his burden is light. His yoke is easy, his burden is light.
Watch. The show's not over. It's only the end of part 1. Okay? 2, it gets to be draggy if you slow it down too soon. Okay. Now, everybody except basses, be seated. Basses, guess what? You've got this high thing that you've got to do. You've got an octave jump. Don't punch the upper notes at the expense of the lower note. Can I hear just the basses, please? His yoke is easy. Easy is what you're going for. 1 and go. His yoke is easy. Good. Easy. Everybody take a pencil and mark a slash through your dots. Any dot that you've got on easy or there should be a little gaping silence hole there, okay? He's easy. Give it a go, guys. Let it do. 1 and 2.
his yoke.
Yeah, no. Yoke, yoke, yoke. You see that dot? That's why we need a little break there. Okay, once again, his. Everybody's got that dot in that segment, so be aware of it, okay? We're going to do this one voice at a time, stacking you. 1 and go.
His yoke is easy,
Keep going.
His burden is light.
Yeah, his burden is. Get back to that E flat and connect those two. His burden is light. Start at his burden. 1 and 2. His
burden is light. His yoke is easy.
Good.
His burden is light. His yoke is easy.
Yeah. Yoke is easy. Also, basis. His burden is light. Break. Is light. His yoke. Okay. Tenors, stand and join us. Yay. Altos, guess who's next? Sopranos, hang on. This is letter D. His yoke. Okay. Tenors and basses. 1 and 2.
His yoke is easy. His burden is light. His yoke is easy. His burden is light. His yoke is easy.
Hey, that's rather good. That's rather good indeed. Easy. Oh, sorry. Burden is light. Keep it light. You know, we're going to be painting a picture of how the Lord's heavy burden, when the Lord takes it off of you, is lighter. Right? That's kind of the implication here of the text. His burden, his yoke is easy and his burden is light. As long as we are with him. That's the unwritten rule. Okay, enough preaching. One more time at his yoke. Letter D. Tenors and basses. Thank you. His yoke. 1 and 2.
His yoke is easy. His burden is light. His yoke is easy. His burden is light. His yoke is easy.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4. His burden. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 is light. Yeah, this is that dance business we're doing again. You know, we're just dancing up a storm in this piece, okay? So do not go heavy-footed on it, okay? Altos? You want to stand? No, I'm not. No. Why do I ask? You're going to stand. Of course you are.
You told us to stand.
I told them to stand. I know. Same breaks, same lifts, and all that. Altos, let's see how it goes. Okay? Alto, tenor, and bass together. 1 and 2.
His yoke is easy. His burden is light. His yoke is easy. His burden is light. His yoke is easy.
Yeah. Easy. No. Easy. Say it. Easy. Yeah, back off. It's a fourth beat. It gets a minor stress, you know, about 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4 are the normal stresses, okay? Easy. No. Alto's great. I think there are a couple of folks who don't want to carry over in all of it. Yoke is easy. Yoke is easy. Right? Carry over all those. Burden. His burden is light. You're the one group that has a break there. Everybody else has eighth notes, don't they? So it's pa. You know, it's very rhythmically interesting. You know, not a bore. Letter D. One more time. Alto, tenors, and basses. Same thing. Very light, very dancing. 1 and 2. His yoke
is easy, his burden is light, his yoke is easy, his burden is light, his yoke is easy.
2, 3, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 is light. Yeah. Altos, have you ever danced in church? If you stand there like a stick,
It's a mixed bag.
chances are you're going to sound like it. So if you find yourself just a little bit. Now, I am not one of those choral directors, you know these guys, who have their singers moving all over the place. I'm looking for body involvement. Don't be stiff, especially in one like this. You know, it's just too wonderful. Sopranos, time to stand and join in. Yes, indeed. And you've heard all of the stuff, and now you're going to employ it without me telling you any further, right? What's there? 1 and 2. His yoke is easy. Okay, we'll get all started again. 1 and 2.
His yoke is easy, his burden is light, his yoke is easy, his burden is light, his yoke is easy, and his burden is light.
Yeah, sopranos, when you get your steam up there, his yoke is easy, his burden. Obviously, who cares about the word? You know, you just need a vowel, and they're going to help. They're going to put all the consonants in for you because it's dangerous up there working without a net. It's a high wire act, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean that's the part of the thing for sopranos and tenors, you know. It's just, you're working up there without a net. But then his light is yoke. And I heard one too many. Easy. Say it, sopranos. Easy. Yes, thank you. That's a D, final time. Then we're going to work on other parts of it. Here we go. His yoke. 1 and 2. His
yoke is easy, his burden is light, his yoke is easy, his burden is light, his yoke is easy.
All right, yeah, don't slow it down. Easy. Just back off of it. Wow, I got to make you do the whole thing again. It's so cute. It really is. It's sounding nice, though. You know, just keep that up, and we got it. Okay. That was it on the sopranos. Easy peasy. Letter D. Last time he said for the 14th time. 1 and 2.
His yoke is easy, his burden is light, his yoke is easy, his burden is light, his yoke is easy, and his burden is light.
And a B is not a good spot for most sopranos. So form an ah, you know, that works for you. Figure out a way that you get your very best delivering tone on that so that the tenors won't be overbalancing you because they're in their honking range right there. You know, even with 1, 2, 3, 4 tenors, we were out balancing. It's great, guys. Thank you. It's good to have everybody here. This is super. Have a seat, everyone. Thank you. Thank you very much. Going now before that, will everybody please say the Soprano Rhythm? I'm going to take the tempo back down on page 98. The rhythm of the soprano part is yo, ho, is e. Take a pencil and mark through. And this is for sopranos, especially right now, but this will work for all voice parts in these entrances. His yo, there should be a slash through the dot. Yo, ho, is e, slash, the carried over 16th note, slash, easy. So here's the way it would sound if you had a male alto singing it. Okay. Is your easy, easy. Does that make sense? And that applies to everybody's entrance. Tenors. Would you give me an F? I can actually do that one. Is your easy, easy. See what I'm doing there? Is your easy, easy. I ran out of that. I'm sorry, that's my fault. You see that one, altos? Yo, ho, yo, easy. Break, break, da, 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 da. Is everybody aware of where we're asking for the breaks? Okay, mark them in your score. Don't give it to chance. Basses. Is yo, is yo, break, easy, break, break, easy. See those? Everybody's got it. Okay, now everybody actually say your own rhythm where you are, because they're all the same. Okay, here's yo. Just say 1 and go. Is yo, is easy. Yeah. Cool? Got that? All right, now let's do them one at a time, singing it. Is yo, one, no, not fast. 1 and 2. Is yo, this one is one you're going to have to do finding menial chores around the house, singing this, or wherever, by the office coffee pot, making people think you're really strange. And that's fine, because you're a singer, and you're doing a masterpiece, okay? So, again, soprano. Is 1 and 2. Is better. Thank you. It'll actually be easier faster, believe me. It really is. Okay? Can you hear the tenors? Your entrance, please. Is your 1 and go. Is your yeah, and you're using head voice a lot of the time. That's great. It's great. It's all good. Altos, yours is the next entrance. Is your 1 and 2. Yeah, I think in each case you could make more of a break on the carried over 16th note. You see what I mean? Okay? Basses, let's do yours. Is your 1 and go. Is your break. Yeah, do it again. That was good. I yelled out break too soon. Break. Okay, 1 and 2. Is yeah, there actually are 2 breaks, though. Yeah. Easy. Okay? Now, let's do all of those in a row, but only sing that. Drop out at the next bit. Janice, if you'd give us just that easy version of the accompaniment, okay? When you get past the first three notes of your second system, sopranos, in other words, drop out, okay? And then tenors are in next, et cetera, okay? Only give us that much of that, okay? Here we go. 3 and 4 and... Yeah, don't sing it. Tenor and 2. He's your... Alto. Bass. Stop. That's the thing we need to hear most of all in these first few measures. So don't go berserk on his birth and his light. Except sopranos, you can articulate yours very well because you don't have anybody you're competing with or that's competing with you. Okay, you know what I'm saying, right? But once you've sung your little "yoke is easy" line, think about backing away in the lower three voices, not sopranos so much. Okay, let's try that again at that tempo. Here it is. Yeah, I like it. Boom, 3. Sorry. 1 and 2. Sing everything now. Stop. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. One big correction. Take a look at your score and notice that you have his burthen is light with no comma. Carry that over always. When there is a rest or a comma, that's where you make your break. His burthen is light. His burthen is light. In other words, for tenors on the top of 99. If you don't have a rest, carry it over. All right? He's taking care of some of that. All right? Let's hear it one more time. Same thing with sopranos. His burden is light. And don't scoop it like I just did. Ooh, that was awful. Sorry. I got to stop doing that. Okay, here we go. One more time at the top. 3 and 4 and... Short, alto, sorry, tenor, easy, sorry, my fault, alto, his carry over is high, and break, his burden is light, his burden, keep going, have a legitimate baton, by the way, instead of a little blue pencil that you can't see anyway. Yes, David.
Could you play like the last rendition of the timing on the last ending of it?
The you're talking about the soprano, though, of course. Yeah. She was playing the alto. That's all right. Yeah. And 1, 2, and his birth 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 is light. Yeah. The C, it goes to the C on the 4th beat. Let's just do it with the sopranos all together. 1 and 2. Yeah. Let's do it in tempo, though. 1 and 2. Is light. Yeah. But 2, 3, and is. That's when I'm actually going to start subdividing. Also, it'll make a difference. Having everybody, altos and sopranos, do yours together. There, it's everybody's kind of there. This almost the same time. Sure.
So do you want us to connect is light since there is no comma?
I'd really rather. The tenors are taking a fairly sizable break there, so try not to break any more than you have to. If you can get a big old wallop in breath during the 2 beats of rest, you might not have to so much. Okay, so the answer is yes, I'd rather it be carried over if we can. Yeah, that's another reason for not slowing it up too much too soon. Okay, sopranos and altos and his burden. 1 and 2 and. His 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah, everybody and his burden. 1 and 2 and. In tempo. 1 and 2 and. Everybody sing your last chord on La. Now, sing your last chord on Eat. No, eat, short. Eat. That's the very last cutoff. Light. Eat. Otherwise, it sounds like locked. Light. But don't get to the a teeny weeny second too soon. Light. No, that's you're not doing that. Okay, la, go. La. Yeah, your chord, light. Okay, here's the last note, in other words. Go. Light. Good. Yeah. I judge everything on whether, if I were out there, will I understand they're singing in English? Yeah. Oh, they were singing in English. I knew Handel was a German, but that was a little. No, seriously, you want the. Again, our whole thing. What's our motto again?
Sing the word.
Sing the word. Golly, you have no greater challenge than to do that in a piece like this. There are lots of words, lots of words, and there's a lot of chances to be misunderstood. And I'm not going to go back there as I did last year. Lead on Kinky Turtle. Okay. Sorry, I used that last week. Never mind. Everyone, look at page 102. When you have his burden is light, even though it's connected, it has to have rhythm. His burden is light. His burden is light. Ba, ba. Okay, can you give a little extra, maybe a glottal on is light, but not a break. Okay. May I hear just the altos. Middle of page 102. Your his burden is light stuff. you have one that's marked forte, and don't take the forte as having to just honk it. It's just louder than the next one. It should have some contrast. That's all we're asking for. Is his burden, his light. His burden, his light. His burden. Back away. Okay? Here you go. Altos. This is the middle of page 102. Second system. His burden. The one that's marked forte all of a sudden. One and go. Yeah, now you know where we are? Okay, all right, one more time. 1 and 2. One more time. 1 and 2. His burden is light. His burden is light. One more time, and I want to go ahead into the next one this time. Okay, one more time. 1 and go. His burden is light. And his burden is light. His burden. Yeah. Altos, you're kind of a key here because you're the one that's sort of gluing it all together. At least in my estimation. I could be wrong about this, but in analyzing the score, a lot of times the altos are kind of gluing things together here. The tenors are sort of wah around. Sopranos are up there in ya-ya land, and the basses are wah wah wah. So be aware of your contrasts. That's what I'm getting at, I guess, finally. Then everybody look at the bottom of page 102. No change in tempo, but it's suddenly long and connected. Yeah, absolutely no change in tempo. Okay? I'd like to start on top of page 102. Would you stand, please? Please do. Sopranos, give us your pickup note from the previous page. His yoke. And basses come in on your his yoke on the top of 102. In other words, not the tenors, we don't need your first note at all. Okay, just everybody come in thereafter. Okay. Sopranos, 3 and 4. His yoke. His yoke is easy. Alto. His yoke is light. His burden is light. His burden is light. His burden is light. Yes. Thank you. I'd like to start on the bottom of page 102. Pick up to the second bar. In other words, pick up to the last 2 bars. Whatever your pickup is la ha height or his burr. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and go. His height. His burr. That's a lousy place to start. I've got an even lousier one for you, Sopranos. Second system, last bar. His burden. You can sing it in either octave. I don't care right now. Okay, just in tempo for now. Okay, I'm going to give 1 and 2 and then you're in. Everybody, you know where we are. Second system, last bar. 1 and 2. His burden is light. His burden is light. His burden is light. Yes. Now here, just the sopranos and the altos at the very same spot. Again, sopranos, take it easy on the high note. We don't need a lot of it tonight. Save it for the show. Altos and sopranos. 1 and 2. His burden is light. His burden is light. His burden is natural, very high, leading tone to an F. Right? Good. Also, altos. When you have the half notes, give a crescendo in every half note. May I have an F? Okay? Only with much better tone than that. That was horrible. I'm so sorry. but at least I was demonstrating a crescendo. So and that's what we're looking for. Sopranos, you're carried over C can crescendo. You're carried over D crescendo to your next C can crescendo. You see what I'm getting at? Everybody's got a half note or a carried over note that can crescendo do so. Yeah. And it should sound like wow, 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 wow. It'll be fabulous. Only choirs can really pull this off. It's kind of magic. All right, we're in the middle of page 102. Everybody, his burden. His burden. Thank you. 1 and 2.
His burden is light. His burden is light. His burden is light.
Keep going.
His yoke is easy. It's easy. His burden is light. His yoke is easy. His burden is light. His yoke is easy. And his burden is light.
Yes. Bravo. Now, here's another practical point that I always have to be careful about. In the last 2 or 3 rehearsals before we get with orchestra, I will not have a podium here. I'll have a podium here. You'll be there. I'll be here. You will have to get used to the distance. I'll do everything with baton that is supposed to be done with baton, so it's not, it's fairly clear. I try to always use a white baton. I bought these wonderful, very feather-light wooden batons from Germany years and years ago. And thought, boy, that's so cool. And every orchestra member that I worked with said, can you get a little refrigerator paint and paint that thing white? We can't see that dang thing. I mean, seriously, those, just wooden, forget it. It'll be white and you'll see it. And I try to be relatively clear with my beat. What I do in rehearsal bears some resemblance to what I will do in performance. But as far as beating is concerned, that's where the action is. I've got to make sure that we have a framework that works. I try not to do a lot of shenanigans in performance. So we just rehearse those shenanigans in. Which is what we're doing right now. Yeah. How do you feel about that chorus? Isn't that nice? Isn't that fun? I mean, this is one of the funnest choruses there is if you make it so. If you take it ponderously, then you don't get through it worth a toot, and it's just not fun. It's got to be fun. Okay, I'm going on red marks tonight. In the past, it has been, last week it was yellow, I think, and then it was blue the year before that, or maybe not. Anyway, would you turn, please, to another very fun chorus, 182. And it's a stinker. As I mentioned last time, it's best to get the tough stuff up front. This is, oh, good. I thought it was me. Oh, my gosh. Sorry. Whew, wow, okay. The tough stuff up front so that we know where the rough stuff is, and we have plenty of time to get repetitions. So this one, we're going to do it excruciatingly slow right now, okay? This is why I wish I had my baton. I might. Okay, so I'll just tap with this thing. Can you hear this? Okay. I think this. Okay. Here's a tempo for us, excruciatingly slow, and you can sing the upper or lower note. You can sing it in either octave if you wish, just so we kind of get into the flow of what's going on. Let us break the buns up. That's obviously not our working tempo. Allegro and staccato is not. Okay, here's our G. Let us. Sorry, 1 and 2 and 3, go. Yes, that's hard. It's hard. It's hard. This is probably the hardest entrance of a chorus of any of them, okay? Give it a go. Here's the secret for right now. At least give us rhythm. Even if you're giving us the wrong pitches. Let us break our bonds up. We'll, I'm not going to fuss too much at this point. We'll work it out. Let us break them. 1, 2, and. Let us break them. Let us break them. Yes. 2 bars before A, top of page 183. Take your pitches and all sing your parts. You do get to come together at that point. 2 bars before A, top of page 183. 1 and 2 and key and. Yeah, and here's a Sunday. Okay, put a break there. Come on, same thing. Ready and go. Yeah, and tenors and basses you could do us a favor by going Sunday, go to the end. Sunday, okay? That'll help the articulation for altos and sopranos. Same thing. Letter A, 2 bars before. 2 bars before A. Ready and go now. Yes. Do it again. That was great. Ready and go. Let us break them on Sunday. Yeah, not so great that time. Do it again. It's all right. It was okay, but not as good as the time. Ready and go again. Let us break them on Sunday. Yeah. That was better. That was right. Bravo. Altos, let's hear you. At second system. Sorry. I'm getting you into a higher key, aren't I? That's not good. Okay, here you go, altos. Not fast. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Yes, and will you put an arrow or something up by that F sharp to make sure you know that you're supposed to be high on that? Okay? Okay, one more time, altos. Same thing. 3 and go. Let us. That was it. Again. And 1. Let us break. 2, 3, 1. Yeah. Let us break their bonds. Let us break their bonds. That's where it's a little counterintuitive, isn't it? Okay, let's do the bottom system one more time. Starting on the G. Let us break and go. Let us break. And I don't know about you, but Mr. Handel just wasn't helpful sometimes as to where he put his syllables. And yet, for the most part, this is right. what's known as the text underlay is actually correct there. Okay, basses. Let's do the very same thing, only second system, basses. Let us, ready, and go.
Let us break their bonds asunder. Let us break their bonds.
Yeah, that was tough. That's not easy. One more time, go. Let us
break their bonds asunder. Let us break their bonds.
Let us. Let us. We're getting a little. We're kind of like playing horseshoes, where it's okay to be nearby, but we're not playing horseshoes. Okay. Same place. Let us break. Ready and go.
Let us break their bonds asunder. Let us break their bonds.
Yeah, if you'll lighten it up like that, that's right. That was right. Okay. As soon as you start getting heavy, it starts going under pitch, and it's not so fun. Well, let's continue this time, shall we? Yes, of course. Thank you, gentlemen. Let us. Ready and go.
Let us break their bonds asunder. Let us break their bonds.
And
let us break their bonds asunder. Let us break their bonds asunder.
Yeah, let's start on the bottom system. It's a little bit different word underlay. Ready and go.
Let us break their bonds asunder. Let us break their bonds asunder.
Thank you. Tenors, how about yours? From the very beginning. No, nobody else. Let us break. Go.
Let us break their bonds asunder. Let us break their bonds asunder. Let us break their bonds asunder.
Yeah, that is so hard. That is just hard. All of it is hard. Every voice part is hard. And it's all over the place. One more time there, tenors. It was a valiant effort and pretty much right on. 3 and go.
Let us break their bonds asunder. Let us break their bonds asunder. Let us break their bonds asunder.
Yes, and tenors, you can think of their bonds asunder. Let us break. Make that almost an eighth note. And take a little moment for yourself, not out of tempo, but I just mean you can get a quick breath or whatever you need there. Just keep it going. So let's make you a break there. Altos, go ahead and carry over. This is going to be going at what will right now would feel like breakneck speed. Breakneck speed is breaking their bonds. Last time maybe tenors, and let's go ahead this time if we can. Let us, ready, and go.
Let us break their bonds asunder. Let us break their bonds asunder. Let us break
there you go.
bonds asunder.
1 and 2 and 3 and
Let us break their bonds asunder.
yeah, let's start on let us. Finding that A is a book. Ready and go. Let us. One more time, same place. This is top of page 183. And
let us break their bonds asunder.
better. Thank you very much. Something I wanted to say, and I can't remember what it is. Oh, it'll come back to me maybe later. I know. The good news for you is your sunder. Let us break. Let us. That's on a second beat, so at least it's not off of a beat. It's not that it matters. I don't know why I said that. Sopranos, how about yours, kids? Here we go. 1.
Let us break their bonds asunder. Let us break.
3, 1 and 2 and 3 and.
Let us break their bonds asunder.
1 and 2 and 3 and.
Let us break their bonds asunder.
Yeah, and you may be doing it from another performance, but I like it. Break. You're turning that into almost an eighth note with a K on the end of the beat, which is great. instead of break, break. Yeah, you want to do that one more time for me? Now you will not do it because I told you about it. Okay. And what? Let us and two and T and. What's that one? One and two and T and. Everybody sing. All right. Here you go. Let us. It's a double canon. Wow. At a single beat, which is very unusual. Two and T.
Let us break the bonds asunder.
Let us.
Bonds asunder. Let us break the bonds asunder.
Yeah. Now, we're going to work on this part next week. We're going to work on this part very, very systematically next week. And cast off, and cast off. Not and cast off. No, it's and cast away. See those breaks on the carryover notes, similar to what we were doing in the other chorus? Okay? So make a little time if you can and mark through those. You won't be sorry that you pre-marked your score. Their yokes from us and cast away. Their yoke from us, and cast away, and cast away. And away is not away long, it's away. And back away from the note, literally. Okay? And cast away, and cast away their yokes from us, and cast away their yokes from us. Okay? All right, everybody? And then we get, let us make it again. And then we get, and cast away. Yeah, and by the end of this thing, you're going, am I just getting loopy? Or what? I mean, he's just a booger. What a stinker, this Handel guy. All right. Great work tonight, folks. And it's so good to have our other folks either back with us or new with us. Thank you. Bravo. Well done. We're going to take about a 5-minute break now. Stacy is going to hand out Gaelic Benediction to you in a newly revised version just for us that Jerry Ulrich sent to me. So let's take 5. Be sure you have a copy of Gaelic Benediction. Get some water or something, and I'm going to tie my shoes.
Hi, everybody. Tim Banks here. I am sorry for 2 things. One, I forgot to turn the camera in my computer back on for the second half after the break of the third rehearsal, so forgive me for that. But I'll quickly mention 2 or 3 of the things that went on there. First of all, we read through the Gaelic Benediction version that I was referring to that Jerry Ulrich sent us, but because it is so different than the original version, members of the board and others have suggested that we kind of drop 10 and punt. We will be doing instead the original version. So for those of you who have not sung with the group before, we are providing new copies of the 1997 version of it. It'll be cleaned up and ready for us, I hope, by this coming Monday's rehearsal. Second thing is that because I didn't get recorded on the Amen chorus stuff, do take a look at the letter that I'm sending or have sent about the articulation. The articulations of the Amen chorus really are like we did in the second rehearsal. Amen, amen, amen. Then when we get together, it's more marcato than legato. It's not tied together. It's not staccato, not short, but just amen, amen. Everything should be accented a little bit when you get there. And then I didn't mention in the notes that I sent or I'm sending, but I do remind that we keep the tempo going. One, amen, 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 amen. There, we'll slow it up a little bit. And then we'll make a big deal out of the last 3 bars. Of course, because that's the end of the concert presentation of Messiah. In the performance, and we'll follow that with the 1997 version of a Gaelic Benediction. So, anyway, sorry for the mistake. I almost left my computer there. I got distracted and then realized when I went back and got it that I had forgotten to turn it back on for the second half. So, anyway, I'll try not to do that. I'll try not to do any of those things next time. So, God bless. Looking forward to the next rehearsal. Thank you.